everyone, and happy Thursday. I hope you've all had a really great week. Mine has been pretty busy, working on some stuff, working on new stuff, and then trying to reorganize after some of the announcements that came out this week. But first of all, I just wanted to say for any of those that are newcomers to my Facebook page, my name is Dana Mosley. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Phoenix, Arizona. So welcome if this is your first time or if you're new to us. And then if you are here all the time, welcome to you as well. If you're watching live, you'll see the little live button at the top. If that little button's not there, then that means that you have you're watching the replay. I'm also posting my videos to YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube, it is a replay. But feel free to make a comment, give me a thumbs up, a like, or even a heart. Give me some love. Let me know you're there. I'd really appreciate it. So, hey Lily, glad you could join. I hope you got your packet in time. I'm so sorry I didn't mail it out sooner. It's just turned into kind of a busy weekend. So, hope you got your packet. If not, I will definitely be posting the replay of tonight. And then, as I've said before, I am posting on YouTube as well. So I can send you the link so that you can find it easier. So first off, also for the craft along today, if you got your packet, in your packet there is a very long string. This is one of the braided trim. Get that out now, and what I want you to do is start to unravel it, okay, while I'm talking, because it's going to take you a few minutes and you're going to end up with many strings like this. So get that out, start unraveling while I'm giving you the lowdown on what's going on in the Stampin' Up! World, and that way you'll have it ready by the time we start stamping. So, okay Lily, I will send you the link. Hey Mom, glad you could join. As I said, you'll want to get that out and start unraveling. So in the Stampin' Up! World, I sent out emails the other day. So the big news is the Stampin' Right markers are going away. They are on the last chance list, and I just looked on the last chance list just before I came on, and they are all still there. So if you are a marker fanatic, get them now before they are gone, because they are going away. The sales of Stampin' Right markers have gone down quite a bit. Everyone loves the blends, including myself. But also, the other big announcement to kind of go with that is that the red rubber stamps are going away. They are having a hard time sourcing the red rubber, so it's not something that, you know, oh, it's a popularity thing. It's just one of those things that it's harder and harder to get, you know, as the world changes. So red rubber is going away, and all stamps going forward will be photopolymer, which I kind of like. I like to be able to see where I'm stamping, and it is kind of going along with the rest of the stamping world. So so with that, so starting with we will have online exclusives coming out in September, but the ones starting in November, those ones will all be photopolymer. There will not be any more red rubber starting with the November online exclusives. The holiday mini catalog, all the red rubber ones that are in the holiday mini catalog, they'll be offered, and then in December they will go on the last chance list. And then the annual catalog, anything in the annual catalog will go on the last chance list in April. So then they will all be discontinued. And then with the new catalog in May, they will all be photopolymer. So anything that is red rubber now, they are not converting to photopolymer. So once it's gone, it's gone. So if you really like a particular stamp set, you better get it before it's gone. So then with that said, with the red rubber going away, the packaging is also going to change. And this kind of mimics the Close to My Heart group. They have like the little plastic folders, kind of like what our dies come in. So they're going to be in these plastic folders, but it's a much bigger packaging. It's going to be this size, so it's quite bigger, and the stamps will be photopolymer, and they'll be coming in this size kind of folder. But also the dies will come in a folder like this as well. And they're all going to be the same size. So it'll be easy to kind of almost make like a file system. And that's what I've been doing this week. I kind of got in this reorganization tangent, and I reorganized my little stamp bookcase that I have over on the side there, and I have bins now so that I can quickly flip through, and I'll categorize my bins. Like I'll have a bin that's just greetings, one that's, you know, holidays and seasonal, you know, things like that. So it'll save a lot of space too, because you'll get like 2 or 3 of these folders in the same space as one of the like DVD type folders that we have now. So it's good, bad but good. I think a change is always good. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great space saver. And then all of them, including the dies, will have a picture on the front. So you'll be able to see when you're flipping through the picture of what is in there. So right now, currently, the dies don't have that picture. So I always turn my dies around in the packaging so you can see them. Yes, Lisa, they will sell the empty folders, so you can convert. I believe they're coming out in November, but I'll have to double check. I'm not sure on that part yet. And then they also are going to still carry the empty DVD cases. They will see how the sales of that go and the popularity, so people can kind of, you know, either convert one way or another. I like the DVD cases for my embellishments. I don't know if you can see behind me, I have like my DVD cases here. Those all have embellishments in them. So I hope they keep those, but we'll see. But they will sell the empty folders as well as the empty DVD cases. So I think it's going to be a good thing. It'll be good space saving. So I think it's going to be great. So anyway, that was the big news this week in the Stampin' Up! World. Also, I wanted to remind you that the In Color sale is still going on. It's the In Colors for this year. So it's the Strawberry Slush, the Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Secret Sea, and Cloud Cover. And it's not just like the paper and the ink. It's anything that has those colors in it. So it could be a kit in the kit collection. It could be designer series paper. Excuse me. And then, of course, the markers. So if you like markers, grab them while they're still available, because they are going to go away as well, even in the In Colors. Excuse me. So if you want to find out which things are on sale, if you go to specials, and then you'll see a category that says In Color sale, and it'll show you all the stuff that is on sale. All right, so now looking ahead, real quick, in October, so October 4th is World Card Making Day. Stampin' Up! Always has like an online type of thing that is available for everyone, demonstrators and customers. But I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. So a couple of kits that are coming out in September. We have this one that has the cute little old-fashioned trucks on it. So cute, kind of fall, wintry kind of cards. And then this next one is what Sarah is going to show on the World Card Making Day online thing. And this one is called Handmade and Heartfelt Kit. Aren't they cute? It's got this cute little box, and I think it's 10 cards for all occasions. So I think it's going to be a really fun event. I always have class that day and then extend the welcome to stay and work on other cards, work on what they're doing on the online thing. So we'll see how that plays out. So more information will be coming on that. But I just wanted to let you know because September is only, what, 2 weeks away? And so those kits will be coming out in September. So you'll want to grab those kits. September 6th is the next class. I'm working on cards right now. Super fun stuff from the holiday catalog. And it's some stamp sets that are not holiday. It's some of the sets in there that are just kind of fun and nice. So it's a little bit of a mix. Normally I stick to like one group or one suite of products. I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything. So September 6th is the next class. And then I did mail out catalogs the other day, so hopefully you will get them any day now. I do have the rundown on all the classes for the rest of the year. And I also have a sheet in there about some of the changes I'm doing. So September 19th and 20th is normally the Christmas card buffet. I am changing it to a Christmas card Stamp-A-Stack. You are still making 10 cards, but there's going to be 5 designs and you'll do 2 of each. So you're still getting the 10 cards. It's just a little less work for me. Normally I come up with 10 cards and that is a lot, especially when I've got the retreat coming up in November. So that'll be the September 19th and 20th. I also added a new time on there. So I have 3 available classes. I have Friday morning, that's my early birds at 10:30 on a Friday. I have Friday evening happy hour at 6:30. And then I have my Saturday standard at 10:30. So it's your choice of classes. And then the last announcement that was in there, I'm trying to change things up. So the chocolate party is being renamed to the Holiday Sweet Shop. So I'll still have chocolate, but I'll have other sweets. And then of course the usual sneak peeks and shopping and make and takes, and it's going to be still a really fun time. I just felt it needed a little bit of a change. So it'll be all good. All right, so enough with the announcements, enough with my jibber jabber. I am going to point you down and we will get started with our craft along. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry. All right, I think I got you guys in place. I'm trying to get my whole screen in there so you guys can see what's happening. Let me get you on my computer. So hopefully you got your packet. If you did not get your packet yet, just let me know and I will send you the link to today's video. I will repost it on Facebook, and then I'm also posting it on YouTube. I did start a YouTube channel, so I'm really excited about that. There's just a few videos, but I am trying to take the videos from Facebook and put them on YouTube the same evening, because Facebook now is only keeping videos for 30 days. So just letting you know, if you were looking for something in the past, it might be gone. All right, so if you got your packet, I asked you to take that long piece of braided ribbon and unravel it. So if you haven't done that, you'll want to do that. You'll unravel it and then set it aside, because we are not going to quite use it on the first card yet. Okay, so you have your instructions. They're pretty basic, but these are basic cards. These are my favorite layouts, so I'm just letting you know where I was going with that. These are some of my favorite layouts, my go-to layouts, and I like to let the paper, the DSP, do the work for me. It's beautiful paper, so I didn't want to cover it all up. So we're going to start with the Berry Burst card first. Okay, and open it up, and all your stuff is on the inside. You're going to take your white piece and you're just going to put it in the inside. Because it is a darker card, I like to put a piece on the inside so that you can write your message. Okay. All right, get out my bone folder, give it a little extra crease. All right, and then we have all of our other pieces here. So let's do our stamping really quick. And you're going to use that little white square. And you're going to get out your stamp set. Now I'm using Encircled with Love. This is in the annual catalog. If you have other stamp sets that have like a circular type of greeting, you can surely use those as well. This one I'm going to use the Happy Birthday Wishes. Get out my block here. And I'm going to use the Berry Burst ink. Just ink that up. Stamp. I'm going to close this up so that I don't stick my fingers in it. And then you're going to need a 2-inch punch, and then you're just going to punch out this circle. All right. So very easy to put together. We have our layered pieces here. We're just going to take some of this pecan pie, and you're going to put it on the front of your card. And then you're going to take this beautiful designer series paper and just layer it on there. Okay. All right, now your birthday wishes. I'm going to use some dimensionals, of course. You see the wind is whipping around out there. Looks like we're getting a dust storm. Lovely. Everyone's allergies should be just wonderful by tomorrow. All right, so now there's a little piece of braided trim that was in that card. So you're just gonna undo like a little bit on the edges of this piece, just kind of fray it a little on both sides. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my Stamp and Seal on this one. I like to do the Stamp and Seal for this and just make a line. Just a line, and then I set my ribbon right on top of that line, right in the middle. So you have your frayed ribbon here, and then I'm going to take my greeting and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the top and the bottom. Yeah, Mom, I washed my car today too, but luckily we park in the garage, so we should be okay for tonight. All right, and so then we're just going to add the greeting to the front. Okay, and then we want our little embellishments here. And I used the Berry Burst and the Petal Pink on this card, and I gave you a little extra so that you have some to play with. I really like the colors of this card. I think it's this paper, actually it's really pretty paper. And there is like a stamp set and stuff to go with that paper, but I did not get that stamp set. I just got the paper and the embellishments and the ribbon. So there's your first card. Very easy. Like I said, these are my go-to layouts when I really want to make a card, but I like the paper and I don't want to cover up the paper. I just want to have the pretty paper showing. All right, so next we're going to do the Night of Navy card. And we're gonna be using some of this ribbon that you unraveled. So you're gonna take about 4 inches. I'm gonna measure here on my mat here. And you're just gonna cut off about 4 inches. You're gonna set that aside. Okay, so you should have your long piece and then a 4-inch piece. Okay. So that is what we need for the card. All right, get all the fuzzies off my desk. So we have quite a few layers here. So we're gonna put that piece on the inside again, because this is a dark card. So we wanna have some place to write. So speaking of writing, so we mentioned that the Stampin' Write markers are going away, and there were some people that were a little upset because the black is going to go away. But we do sell these journaling pens. I think it's a pack of 3 or 4. So these work really well for the black portion. I know a lot of people use the black markers to write on the inside of their cards. All right, so let's stamp first. And this one we're going to use the thank you. Get out my block. And we're going to use the Night of Navy ink. And I am just going to ink that up and stamp. There we go. Okay. And then for this one, you could use the 2-inch circle if you had it, but then it's going to cover up one of the circles here. You could forego the green circle and just layer it on top of one of the other circles, but I'm going to use the 1 3/4 inch punch. And that way there's less of a border, and then you get, you can use that green circle that's in there. All right, so let's start with our layers. So we're going to take our Mossy Meadow and then our Designer Series paper. And we're going to just put our layers on here. And then this is where we're going to use that string that we unraveled. Okay, so you're going to take this, the long piece, and you're going to grab, I don't know, like 6 pieces or so. I think that's like almost half, not quite half. Okay, and then you're going to wrap it around your card right at the seam, and you're going to tie a knot, and then you're going to take some of the 4-inch pieces. You're just going to take like half, and you're going to put that right where that first knot was, and then you're going to knot it again over those pieces. So it kind of gives some extra fringe. and then just trim. I gave you quite a bit extra. I just wanted to make sure that you were going to have enough. You could use it on another card. Alright, so now you have this piece with the fun little extra fringe on there. And you're going to put this now onto the front of your card base. And I've been using the green glue. I've mentioned this before because you have a little leeway on getting things straightened out. So if it wasn't quite straight when you put it on there, you have a couple seconds to slide it around before that glue holds on and sticks. But your glue choice is your preference, totally up to you. Alright, so now let's layer up these circles, and yes, I did use a lot of dimensionals, as always. Put some on the back of this greeting, layered it onto the green, the mossy meadow, and then I'm going to turn that over and add some dimensionals to that. Add it to my timid tiger. I don't know how they come up with these names. Alright, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on this as well. Again, I'm going to flip it over and just put top and bottom, so that way you form a channel for your ribbon and your dimensionals are not sitting on top of that ribbon. Okay, and then we're gonna just add some of these fun little leaves. These leaves are actually from a punch that is on the last chance list. I think it's still on there. I hope it's not gone already. This is one of my favorites. So I'm kind of bummed it's going away because it's perfect for just adding that little extra touch to your cards. And punches are so easy. Sometimes I just don't want to deal with dies. I just want to punch it out and go. Alright, so there we are. And we're just going to add our embellishments. I'm going to use the blue ones on this one. And then we'll just add a few up here. Very simple. Some simple cards. So this is number 2. All right, and then we have the last one. Again, we're going to get out all of our pieces. You should have this little baggie with the hearts in it. These little hearts are actually from the bee punch. This is the little bee body and wings, their little wings. All right, so again, we have our white piece we're going to put on the inside of our card. I did not do any stamping on the inside of our cards this time. We'll have to do something next time. So the next one, the next craft along will be in October. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we have a stamp set coming out in the holiday catalog for breast cancer awareness. $3 of every stamp set is going to go towards breast cancer charities. So that is what the craft along is going to use, is that stamp set. So when the beginning of September rolls around and you can order from the holiday catalog, you want to make sure to get that stamp set so you can participate in the craft along. And I will probably be using it all month long. Alright, so now you're going to grab that long string again, and you're just going to grab like about 4 pieces. So like I said, you're going to have some extra left over, so you can use that for another card. And then you're going to grab a couple pieces of that, you know, that 4-inch string that you had. Just a few, 3 or 4 pieces. And this one we're going to wrap around the smaller piece. We're going to wrap around twice, if I can get it around twice. I think twice. I think I did it twice. Let's see if I can get it twice. Maybe not. Maybe just once. I don't want to not leave myself enough to tie. Nope. We're just gonna do once. That's all right. You'll have some extra that you can use on another card. And again, you're going to make that knot, and then you're going to add a couple more pieces of the fringe and put that in there so that you have like extra fringy ribbon. Pull those through. They got a little short there. All right, so I'm going to trim them off. Okay, and we're going to use dimensionals to add this one to the front of our card. And I always like to add a couple in the middle so that it doesn't sink in the middle. So this will go right in the middle. Okay. And then now we're going to stamp. So we are going to get out your On My Mind. And you can use any of the stamps in this stamp set. This is just what I chose for today. And we're going to use Pretty Peacock ink. Close that up. All right. And then again, you're going to use the smaller punch. You're going to use the 1 3/4 inch punch. Okay. And then you're going to use dimensionals on this as well. You're going to layer that onto your circle, and then again flip it over and just do the top and the bottom so that you leave a channel, open channel for the twine that's on here. Alright, now you're going to get out your little hearts. You should have 2 big ones and 2 little ones. And then I just took the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to use my little mini dimensionals. Don't forget about our minis. Oops. going to layer that heart right on this heart here. Okay, and then we're going to add our other hearts on the bottom. My little fringes are going the wrong way. That's all right. We'll move them over. All right, so I'm going to add some dimensionals. So I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to put this pretty peacock heart on here. And I want to put this heart on, but if I put a dimensional on, it might be in the wrong place, and then it'll be kind of wonky. So I'm going to actually put my dimensional on right on here, right up next to this heart, and then place this heart on over it. That way it lines up perfectly. And then this little bitty heart, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that over here. And where's my little tweezers? If you do not have craft tweezers, you need to get yourself some, because sometimes these little pieces just are hard to get in the right spot. There we go. All right, and now we just want to add some of our embellishments, and I added a little bit of everything on my card. I like all the colors in here, so pretty. And then I think we'll do this one here and here. And then there we go. That is it. So we have our 3 cards, and like I said, these are some of my favorite layouts. When I'm really stuck with a card and I have this beautiful designer series paper, I just want to let the paper like speak for itself. So these are some of my easy go-to layouts. Very simple, but so pretty. So all right, everyone, I hope you had a good time with that craft along. Again, we are going to do another one in October, so be sure to get that set. Let me show you this stamp set. I can't show you the actual catalog page. It's like right in the front cover, but this is the set we'll be using in October. You can order this starting, I think it's like September 3rd, I believe, is when you can start ordering from the holiday catalog. So this is what we will be using in October. So make sure you grab this one when you start ordering from the holiday catalog. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next Thursday night. Good night, everyone.